Hey guys, so please ignore, I don't know if you can even see a mess back there, but it is a mess. And it's because I'm moving in 4 days. I'm pre-filming pretty much all the videos that you've seen for the past week or so have been way pre-filmed, at my house. By the time you're seeing this, I am at my apartment in LA and actually have started school, maybe possibly. No, I'm starting school tomorrow. Yay! But anyway, I saw it requested in my comments that I do a agenda organization video. So that is what I'm going to be doing for you guys today. So first, I just wanted to go through the supplies that I have here. I have a pack of Sharpies. I got a 4-pack, pretty basic. I got all of this stuff at Walmart, so it was super cheap. And then I also just got an agenda, and this one was $10. And it's really the perfect agenda. You're gonna see all the specifics of it, but this one was awesome, and for $10 you really can't go wrong. Okay guys, so here is my planner. As I said, this is from Walmart, and I used just a normal pen and then highlighters in here. So let me just go ahead and get through this. It has this sort of information, you could write your name and stuff. I would normally stick a sticker on the top here and then write my name on it. That way if it gets lost, it's no big deal. Some planners have a space for that. You can obviously write it in here. People will probably go and look for it. But anyway, then on this next part, this is for contacts, I guess names and phone numbers, but I don't know why you would really use that. I don't think that's a normal thing. Now, so what I usually would use this for is to write out my schedule. So as you can see, I have fall semester written here, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And so I wrote Monday, 9 to 10:45, math, room 204. And I continued that down, no class, NA, not applicable. And then down here, I would write my spring schedule. So that's sort of what I would use this section for. You can also just staple, usually you get a printout of your schedule, staple that in here. Also, I would always have my schedule written out in my iPhone. So, it depends on what you're sort of looking to do with that. Okay, so flipping over another page, in the beginning of every month, you have a big calendar like this. I only use the one side because I'm just showing you an example. And also, I don't think I showed you this, but it has these tabs going down this side here, and it has every month. So it starts in July because okay, really can't speak today. Most calendars start in July and end in June because that's when the school year starts. So that's how a lot of planners will be. Instead of starting in January, they'll start in September-ish time, July, August, whatever. So anyway, once you open up there, you get to the main calendar page. Now this page is super important because this is the one that you're going to color code a lot to, and this is the page that you're going to check when you're trying to make plans or whatever. So you're going to write all your big things in here. So I will show you what I got going on. So right here I have school starts, and I'm doing all important school dates in yellow. So I have school starts, and then over here I have work, 6 to 10. So I highlight that in pink. Pink is going to be for work. Over here I have a social thing, so Kelly's birthday party. So I highlight that in orange because it is a social thing. Over here, no school, so I highlighted that in yellow because it's an important school date. Lunch with Sam, highlighted that in orange. Over here, this was a really big actual school assignment date, so English presentation, so I highlighted that in blue. Over here, intercultural 1 due, highlighted that in blue. Over here, work 5 to 9, highlighted that in pink. So as you can see, this whole thing will be color coded, and this will be nice, for example, if over here on this work day, you also have a big paper due. So whatever, I'm just going to write paper due. Then you can highlight that in blue, and you're going to be able to see that you have a work date, but you also have something important for school going on. So that's when the color coding gets really important and really comes in handy. So that is how I use this calendar page. I try to color code everything that goes on here. Obviously, you can use different colors. I would also write in here, for me, dates that I'm going to be uploading videos, when I need to film videos, important things like that. But that's not a normal thing for school, so I try to avoid putting that in here. Okay, so when you flip over, this is where you get to the bigger sections where you can actually write out assignments and such. So obviously this is completely different than the calendar that I just showed you. This is just another example of it. So over here I have first day of school, and I highlighted that in yellow. So then I have math with an underline. It says page 29 through 31, odd numbers only. And then I have English with an underlined. Pick book to read. Pretty simple. So I have that, and then I had nothing going on Tuesday, so I just left that blank. Over here I had work 6 to 10. So since that was like an important part of this day, I put it up right next to the numbers, similar to this. First day of school was an important part of that day, so I put it right up top there. And then also I just did the same exact thing, but with different homework assignments written out. Pretty self-explanatory. So flipping it over here, as you can see, I use a lot less color coding. Like, I don't need to highlight all of this in yellow because it has to do with school. I'm just going to highlight the important stuff, like that it's the first day of school or that I have work. Things that I really need my eyes to go to when I'm just flipping through the pages. So over here, there was no big event going on, so I just left that top part blank. And then I had sociology, write essay about Chinatown. Okay, English, essay 1 due. So that was something really important. I had to make sure that that essay was written. I mean, that essay is due on that day. I wanted to make sure that I remembered that, so I highlighted it in blue. Over here, work 5 to 10. Highlighted that in pink and put it next to this number because it's a big part of that day. Sociology. Chinatown essay due. So where I had to write it up here, I want to make sure that I had it in blue and highlighted that something important in school is going on. The essay was due. So I have that. Now down here for the weekend, you get smaller boxes because you don't have to like write homework assignments, etc. in these like sort of work and school days. So down here I have Kelly's birthday party, but I didn't have to highlight that in orange because it's pretty self-explanatory. Like, I didn't have to know that on a Saturday I was doing something social, like a social event, you know, like I didn't need that. Lunch with Sammy. So that stuff is pretty self-explanatory, and that is the gist of how do I organize an agenda. I mean, there's not that much to talk about because there's nothing all that crazy. The most important part is to remember to color coordinate and to just write neatly. You guys know, if you saw my notes video, like how to take perfect notes, leave things spaced out. Like down here, I left 2 spaces between the subject. And as I was going, like if I was finished doing this assignment, I could go ahead and just put a line through it, right like that. Okay, so I know that that assignment has been completed, and I can do that with everything. For sociology, I had to go to Chinatown so I could write the essay about it. Once I go ahead and cross that out. Or you can do check marks, you can do little X's, you can scribble, like whatever. I always try to advise against scribbling because if I ever need to go back and see exactly what day I went to Chinatown or exactly what day this essay was due, I don't want to have it all scribbled out so that I can't even read it. And that is it for this video. I hope that it was helpful. I know I went a bit crazy with organization videos this time, but it seemed like you guys were really loving them. So I hope that this one was as helpful as all the rest of them. And I will see you guys next time with my very last back to school video. It's a really good one, so make sure you stay tuned. Bye guys.